Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Yvonne Forbes, and I'm here with RunwayNews.com. I have to tell you, we're here with New York City Fashion Week with the fabulous Marco Hall and his model, Keanu. This show was called LOLA, and this show was a show that just blew everybody's minds away, including myself. Well, I have Marco Hall here, the designer, and I have Keanu, and we're going to find out a little bit about his inspirations for the show. How are you doing, Marco?
I'm wonderful, thank you, I'm wonderful. Glad this is all over.
You look you're glowing. I mean, you must be really happy with your collection.
I was very happy. I did exactly what I wanted. I stayed true to my aesthetic, and I knew my vision, and I stayed true to it. So I'm very happy about that.
That's great. Keanu, how do you feel in Marco's clothes today?
I love it. All his things are glorious and fabulous every time. I feel beautiful right now.
What do you feel about the collection?
Gorgeous. One simple word, gorgeous.
Is this a dress that you wanted to wear?
Yes, I asked for it.
I don't blame you. I would too. Marco, I want you to tell me a little bit about your journey to this day.
Well, you know, I was researching. I felt I wanted to do something that focused on an icon, our icon, a black icon. I thought Lola Falana, what better person, a showgirl. This is about showmanship, so I thought I'll research a little bit of Lola Falana, see what she wears, and come up with my modern take of a showgirl, my showgirl. And my showgirl she's galactic, she's bohemian, so call it galactic bohemian chic. So this is the collection we got here today.
What is generally your aesthetic for design?
I think it's about movement. I love movement. Everything I do, I gotta have some type of movement, whether it's in a print or whether it's in a fabric. It just gotta have some type of movement. So that's my aesthetic generally.
Do you have your favorite piece on the runway today?
I think they all were. They was all they all told its own story. So I think I like them all.
I know you must. I mean, you're telling me that, but I know you must have had a muse. A piece of clothing that went down the runway today that you sent your collection around.
It probably started with the caftan. As you can see, I'm in the caftan. It started with the caftan, and I like the flow of a caftan, so I made everything else about a draping and about a fall. So everything has a little draping to it. So therefore, it was about the movement. It was definitely about the movement. So I guess it would have to be the lemon yellow caftan with the chain across the neck.
I see you have a straight model here, but you also had a plus-size model on the runway. What made you decide to use a plus-size model?
You know, I believe all women. Well, the real woman is a curvy woman.
Oh, I agree.
And you know, Suzette Michelle is the face of my curvy line. And I said, what better way to introduce her to the world than putting her at the end of my show and let people see who she is, that knowing that real women can wear these clothes too. They don't always have to be, they can wear the same thing any straight size model wear.
Well, are you having a great time today?
I'm having a wonderful time.
Are you sure you're having a great time?
Wonderful time.
How was the stress level? I mean,
you know what? I didn't stress. It was more interruptions that was bothering me more than the work. The work is something I do. It comes natural. This is like riding a bike, walking down the street. I do this like the back of my hand.
Well, I know you say that, but I want to ask your model, Keanu. How was Marco behind the scenes today? Was he stressed? Was he flustered? I mean,
Yes, he was. He never showed it. He was perfectly calm from what I saw. He was very happy, smiling the entire time. So if he was stressed, he hit it very well for me.
wow, that's impressive, especially for New York Fashion Week.
Like I said again, it's what we do. It's what we do. So therefore, you know, you do what you do best. And
so here we have one of your plus size models, and we're going to move over a little bit.
Yes, we have Suzette Michelle right here. I don't even call her a plus size model. She's my curvy girl model.
Well, we say I'll correct that curvy girl model. Suzette, how are you doing?
I'm doing fine, and yourself?
How are you feeling in your outfit today?
I'm feeling fabulous.
You know what? I have to say this because you're so beautiful. I want people to see your face. Do you mind if we remove your mask?
Sure.
Now look at this beautiful face, Runway News. I mean, I can see why she's your muse.
I don't have anything else to say about Marco Hall, but he's great. And that's it. I'm feeling fabulous. I'm in sheer. You can be a curvy woman and still be sexy. This man knows about every everybody's woman type, every woman's body type. So you can be a size 0 or you can be a size 20 to 22. He's great. He'll make it happen.
Well, I have to tell you, make us proud. Curvy Girl's very proud today. And what I wanted to ask you was, as far as your aesthetic, what's new on the horizon for you?
Well, right now I'm working on a few projects. Matter of fact, I'm working on a project with you. That's one good thing.
No, that's a secret.
That's a secret. It's definitely a secret. We ain't gonna talk no more about it. But no, we're working on something together. That's all they need to know. You'll see it when they get here. I'm just continually branding my name, moving forward with my career, and just learning who I am and learning my work better, more and more. So at this day, just branding this right here and letting the world see what I have to offer.
Okay, the masks were beautiful. Are these things handmade?
These are all handmade by Peter McMath. He made all the masks for the show, and it was a wonderful experience. Actually, the masks actually started to change the flow of the show, because I had one thing in mind, and next thing you know, his mask gave me something else. Matter of fact, here we go right here. This is Mr. McMath right here. Yes.
Hi, well, Runway News, we have Mr. McMahon here. You are the individual that made these intricate masks. I mean, they're absolutely gorgeous. How did you match these masks up with the aesthetic for and the designs for Marco?
Actually, Marco was phenomenal. We had a meeting, and he told me about his collection, and immediately we had a bond to take it to the next level. It was a celebration, shall I say, of creativity. I really enjoyed the collaboration with him, and I think it was just it's taken it to the next level.
Well, as I was watching the show, I could definitely see that you really understood the LOLA concept.
Yes.
And how did you picture all of that in your mind?
Well, what I pictured was like Showgirls. It's the spectacular, twice as good. It's the best of the best. I think when you put on a show, you're really telling the audience that you have something to show.
Well, it was a nice surprise to see you walk down the runway, so I see you're an aspiring model as well.
That was Marco's idea. I loved it. Thank you.
Well, I want to say thank you very much for presenting us with these beautiful, beautiful masks. I just want you guys to just hold them a little bit so that we can actually have a little close-up and see the intricacy of this. How long does it take to do a mask?
Oh, it takes about 40 hours to do the masks. They're all handmade of paper, and they're cut by hand. So it's not a laser cut, it's cut with scissors.
Wow. Well, thank you very much.
I want to make one. I watched it to see for myself. It was beautiful.
Okay, this is your design?
Yeah.
Wow, let me just see it. I mean, it's fabulous.
I feel my own personal Jesus.
Yeah. Well, if anybody wanted to reach you and contact you, how would they contact you?
You can come to Karma Co. on 29 Halsey Street in Newark, New Jersey. You can reach me by Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, website. You can catch me anywhere, all social media.
Well, I want to give out a shout out to LOLA and Marco Hall and his fabulous model and his fabulous mask designer. This was an incredible, incredible show. And I want to congratulate you on behalf of everybody at Runway News. You did a fantastic job. And we're looking forward to New York City Fashion Week with Marco Hall for February 2014.
It's going to be a blast. And hopefully we'll be able to collaborate again on something more special and spectacular.
Well, we're working on the project, so I'm quite sure everybody's going to be.
Mr. McMath, yeah.
Well, thank you. I want you to give a shout out to RunwayNews.com.
Shout out to Runway News. Hey, Joe.
Bye, everybody. Say bye.